Hello, everyone, and we're back from our short break here. Go back and catch up on our earlier episodes there, or be confused because we're jumping right in. So here, um, we find ourselves facing these rooms, having rotated into a new position. And yes, there is a handout in my book, but not in my Roll20 module.
Huh.
Curses. But as it's being moved, you find that this central cog has rotated to the right here. And this western cog, occupied by Lucanu and Wayne, are now set this way, both ends pointing out to the lake. And the center room, we find that this northern end is, or this inn I've pinged here, has rotated into the northern component. And it does seem like once the room settles here, Broken, you know, your focus. But there's a distinct sound, and something is coming from the north. Thick green gas billows out of this room.
Thick green gas billows out of the room that Roken and the lunatic are in?
The Roken and the lunatic are in this central cog, and once this doorway lines up with the northern room, the northern room begins emitting gas.
Uh-oh.
And the first thing that we have is a DC 13 con save. As poisonous gas floods the room.
Oh. Hey, Roken, I hit you with neutralized poison less than an hour ago.
Oh, good, because I only rolled 12.
Well, great.
So 13 total, but apparently I have neutralized poison still hanging on me.
Right, if it said poisonous gas, that's good news. I did not cast it on itself, though, so the lunatic scores a 7.
And that is not enough, so you're going to be taking the full 20 poison damage there.
Oof. Too much.
And the other thing that strikes you is that as the gas pours through the room, this dead vegetation in the area conglomerates together into some mounds of animate something or other here. Go ahead and give me an arcana if you want to try to figure that out. But you are definitely in a room with some monster.
13.
And I would point out that those up here in this northern part are not connected to this middle cog room here.
I only got 11.
Okay. Well, let's see here. Let's see if I can give you a handout so you know what you're looking at. I think I has one. Nope, that's the monsters. Give me that handout. Handouts. Sorry. But I would give you the more relevant that Roken is very clearly facing some kind of hostile creatures looking at you with murderous intent.
Did I draw those red marks in the right places for the doorways right now?
The center cog turned clockwise. That means the adjacent cog would turn counterclockwise.
Aha. Okay.
Does that make sense? So asking Roken here, hey, you know clearly this is some hostile something or other here. What do you do? Drats.
Hmm. Well, these look like trash monsters.
They look like what?
Trash monsters. I'm going to hit them with one with a firebolt.
Okay.
$14 to hit.
A 14 is not enough. Now, I did offer you an Arcana earlier, but I could also offer you a Nature.
Sure.
If that makes any difference for
12.
you. A little bit better. Yeah. And you know that this is a rotting heap of animated vegetation. It's plant. Definitely plant. And while that shot misses, what else do you got?
As a bonus action, I will hide
Okay.
in the
Sounds
muck.
good.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Go ahead and give me that stealth there. See what that looks like.
27.
Super solid.
I am one with the muck.
Okay. And as you disappear into the muck, do we have anything from Fox?
Not this turn.
All right. Wayne, you and several of your patriots are in this western cog.
Yep. And not knowing anything is amiss, I will just hit the setting stone over to Tim. Like, okay, back to the original, so we can get to the next part, so we can all get together. And then I will move to here, and I guess it's standard enough. I will ready in action in case anything hostile comes at me.
All right.
The lunatic. Tell me again how much poison damage I took. I didn't.
It was
Didn't.
base damage 20, save for half.
Okay. So the lunatic, as a bonus action, will cast Sanctuary, and then we'll take a double move action. The first move will be to leap 20 feet up to the ceiling, and with its spider climb boots, will then crawl 10 feet up or climb 10 feet up the shaft, and ideally have total cover while still being just barely able to see Roken. I mean, Roken's area.
So this is open above, right? Open to above.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's that open shaft.
Mm-hmm.
That's where he's spider into.
Okay. And that's you went up 20, is that correct?
It would have been up about 10, because he had to go over and around. And I'm assuming it is this dotted line square is where the shaft is.
You got it.
Okay. Just triple check and make sure that was actually a functional move.
Now that would provoke an attack of opportunity from this.
Yes.
and this.
But first it needs
But
this one I think was the only one because I was right here.
Oh.
Unless they have reach. But they would have to roll against Sanctuary for that.
And that's a whiz save, is that correct?
Yeah.
I believe. 15.
I believe that makes it, actually. Let me triple check my... Yep. As a reaction, one of the tattoos will burn off of the lunatic, and welcome to Silvery Barbs. You'll get advantage, Roken, on your next thing.
Suck it, Trebek. Here's the next, it's just the first die, right? 4.
Suck it, Blue.
So we have the creature seems to be unable to act as the lunatic reaches above.
It can
Lucano,
redirect its attack.
yeah, but that's the only person it knows. Doesn't know where Roken is.
Buddy.
The lunatic successfully makes it to the ceiling there and moves towards the shaft. And we have Lucano, who dashes over to Wayne to get ready for the next position shift and holds an action. Mounds will make some wisdom and kind of spread themselves out. And we'll go ahead and remove these since they are just now gone. They swam away. They ran away. And the moving cogs, rotating, find themselves back into place, and we're in the default position that we'd started in. Which is, as on the map here. And what a surprise as we see these creatures inside. Now, it is Roken's action. What's going on?
Let's see. I will. I'm gonna try another firebolt. Hopefully, I'll roll better this time. $25.
All right, so your 25 looks like that's going to be pretty solid there.
Yeah.
What happens next?
We do.
I mean, you were hidden,
And
right?
I also
So
had advantage, as I recall.
you have,
from-
yeah,
I'll roll again.
just in case you
25
crit.
still the
Yeah.
highest, but D10 plus my sneak attack. Am I at 66 or 5d6? I have trouble remembering, rather. 66. All right. So 15 fire damage, 19 sneak attack.
Okay.
I got you. I blazed you right in the kidneys.
Bam. The strike lands true. Although perhaps it's because of the sprinklers spraying down every time this moves, or maybe it's because of this creature. But the fire doesn't seem to be the best tool for the job. But your strike lands, and some of it is burned away. What else you got?
Let me pull up Fox's character sheet. There we go. Right. I think I have spell left. No, I don't. I could do a cantrip. Toll the dead. Make a wisdom save, weird creature.
Okay. Wisdom says 12.
Is it missing hit points?
The one that got fired
Yeah.
is, yes. And that was
Okay.
this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it does 1d12 or 3d12 instead of 3d8. Oh, so it rolled how much?
It rolled a 12 to save.
12. Excellent, because that's one below it. It didn't make it.
There we go.
So it gets 7 necrotic damage.
And the bell tolls, and the creature is not happy as some of this animate compost, rots away.
The trash heap has spoken.
Yeah. Totally trashy. So, we got Roken and the fox. Anything else? Bonus?
I take a bonus action. My bonus action I used to hide.
Solid.
Which I will roll. The 9. No, it's 11. 21.
All right. Hidden. Wayne. You line up with the room inside.
Did my ready to action fire off?
Well, there's plants in there, and there were plants in there before, but you're not seeing any hostilities.
Even though there's one right at the door?
It's a thing, but is it a I mean, any hostiles, right? I mean, we didn't have a hostile trigger. I'm not trying to play like a game, though. We have something here. Do you recognize it? I think maybe nature would be appropriate. I'll give you a reflexive nature and figure that out.
Flat 10.
Flat 10. That's some kind of plant thing.
And it wasn't there before.
It wasn't there before.
That is enough for me.
All right. Go ahead and fire off that ready to action there. Since you didn't take it last turn.
Is it evil? I assume it's not undead.
Not evil, not undead.
22 to hit.
That will.
26 piercing. Second shot is a 21 for 28 piercing. And that is all for the ready to action. Now, for my turn, we just keep doing this. Better.
28 and hold on, 28 and 30. Is that correct?
I did. So far, I've done 26 and 28 damage.
Okay, 26 plus 28. Thank you.
And then I just did 27.
Okay.
And another 28.
It was like piercing.
Yeah, this is all magic piercing. And then does a 19. The lowest ever rolled.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then 25 more damage.
And with a series of arrows into the mass, it falls apart and is not even like a corpse, but no longer a bound together mound, but disparate dead plants scattered.
I hate it.
What's the lunatic doing?
15. The lunatic will pop a potion because the lunatic has taken way more damage than is good for it. And that will be all for the lunatic. So that's my turn.
All right. Kanu dashes into the room and loses 3 short bow shots to the north. And several of them find their mark in the creature to the north, already somewhat burned. And we have the creatures making their way forward This one's going to provoke an attack of opportunity from Roken. It's doing it. You gonna take it?
You're muted.
Yeah. I'll do a firebolt.
Got a
I think I can
reaction
do a
there.
cantrip, right?
Is there
That takes Warcaster.
you need I think there's a feat that would let you do
Oh, well, I don't have that, so then a
Okay.
no is fine.
a weapon attack, yeah.
Okay. I have my long sword on me, which I'm only okay with. 15 to hit.
And the 15 will make a hit, yes.
Nice.
It seemed like I dropped off the initiative order. Is that because I was outside the room initially and then came in?
I don't know.
I
Like,
got max
I don't
damage.
think you're
11.
intended.
I think I may have accidentally erased my character, like the icon, when I was trying to erase the pen drawings I made.
Yeah, probably. I don't remember. What was your number? Like, yeah, you
It
didn't
was
get yours.
19.
Yeah. You didn't get yours. Wah wah. You delayed it
I'll
for a
just
reason.
go in the next round.
Take it now. After this here. Broken delivers the strike to the mound there, but it's making its way towards Lucanu. And as it makes its way towards, it starts with 2 attacks. And the first one, you see it slams up against Lucanu, and the vines are getting caught up. They're not entangled, but they are certainly way up in there. And the hit seems intense as the vines make a loud reverberation off their plate. And as this one dashes forward, this one would also step forward and do the same. Lucano seems to be the one to reach.
Silvery barbs. Each hit critical.
Wah wah. Okay, so one
And
of those made it there.
Ninkanu will get the benefit from that.
All right. And as these 2 animate creatures step forward and mash their way through, we'll have Chippy / Alex with the delayed action there.
So Alex is going to do the bonus thing, and Chippy is going to do Toll the Dead on this this one that Roken was working on. So that's an 18 DC Wisdom save for this one, right?
Sure.
Because Chippy can't see the other one anyway.
13. Not enough.
All right, and so that's 3d12 plus the 6 from Alex. So it's 23 necrotic.
Mm-hmm.
And then Alex's Pistol shot. Uh, 21 and 13 damage from Alex. And I guess that's it.
And as the spells go off and the musket rings loudly, echoing off the iron walls, the second mass is dispersed and falls into disparate dead vegetation below. Top of this round, you hear the voice from Tim calls out, "All right, so gonna do the next one." And the there's the sound and the motion of the gears moving. Are Chippy and Alex gonna hang out in that room on their own, or are they gonna make it to the middle room here?
Do they have a chance to get through there before it's too late?
I mean, you made your attacks. Did you take any movement?
Yeah, they both moved part move. I think it was like 20 feet. It wasn't a full move.
Okay. Well, are you gonna stay behind and get separated from the party, or are you gonna dash in there?
No, they'd like to go in there.
All right. Well, finish your moves then.
Okay, so you don't need like a dex anything.
No, there's no saves here. You're doing your thing. You know what's going on. Like it's part of the plan.
Thanks, Tim.
So, as the machinery begins, cranking and it's turning to the side, we have Roken.
Actually, Alex's flaw is that she cannot stick to a plan. I don't know.
Oh, is that why that keeps happening?
All right.
What's Chippy's excuse?
Yeah, for real.
Well, his flaw is that he has to tell you the truth. So if you really want to hear that, he'll go into it.
I believe it. I'm gonna. I guess I'll try. Let's see, range up 60 feet. Yeah, I'll try Ray of Frost on the one that's still up.
Okay. Go ahead and make that attack there. Now you do have the fox with you, right? Are they using their bonus to give you the bonus?
Yeah.
Advantage?
I don't have the other one. But 17.
Okay. 17 is enough to hit. Yep.
Uh, 17 frost damage and 24 sneak attack damage.
I think it's the same type as the attack. So it's all
sense.
it's all cold. Looks like a total of 41 there. And with the ray of frost striking out and hitting the creature, you see that it's probably not the most effective type of damage, but some of it is frozen and breaks away. You heard it, but other things would probably hurt it better.
All right. Well, the fox will make it. It needs to try Sacred Flame and make a so it needs to make a dex save.
Okay.
As a flame
Yes.
like radiance emanates from the fox and moves towards the mast. And it distinguishes because that's above my DC.
All right. It avoids your sacred flame.
And I will hide as a bonus.
Nice.
27. Stealth.
Super solid. The machinery is cranking in place. We have Wayne.
Further stream of white wooden arrows is a 16 a hit.
Yes.
Great. In that case, 27 and 24 more damage.
Okay. 27 and 24.
And also 18 more with the thrown dagger.
Okay. With a variety of attacks,
Right.
this
Whoop it, throw.
vegetative matter pile is, becoming undone, but still persists. What's up with the lunatic?
The lunatic is going to have another potion. As I may have mentioned, the lunatic got real fucked up the last two fights.
Hit point sponge. Lucanu draws great sword and makes several swings at the creature. And with 3 great swings from the great sword, it is cut into pieces and is no more. The rooms are now oriented so the center cog, the 2 doorways are at the little blue dots I loaded out there. There's a room to the north, and then this third cog accessible. Now there is gas that is coming from that re-emits from this northern room. And so everyone's going to get a round of save versus the poison damage.
Oh, ha. Wayne has a parry after proof against poison.
Yeah, that sounds handy.
Me too.
That's Constitution save.
Yep, we're looking for a DC 13. So it's a 14 damage, 14 poison gas as it emanates from this northern room.
What was that DC again?
13.
Or 14 damage.
Yep, and the total damage is 14, save for half. Now, I would point out here that this is a heavy gas and it's rolling along the floors here. being that those of you who are not on the floors, like the lunatic, or others who can ascend to greater heights, could remain safe from this. But it does seem to be emanating from this northern room, and I have not yet done the reveal here. Sorry about that. As this should be revealed.
I figured that was going to be the cliffhanger.
Wah, wah, wah. So a lot of this area has been revealed to you, and you do have this room. Is anyone going to investigate this room? You could go to the cog to the right. The gas continues to billow out. All of you have flight, so after the first initial round, I'm just gonna say that you can avoid. You can choose not to expose yourself if you'd like.
Wayne will go ahead and go into the room to the north.
All right, you can give me
See if
that.
there's a.
So one of the first things that stand out, it's in here, is that there is these skull-shaped nozzles set into the walls of this cramped room. There is a rotting corpse on the ground. Seems to be wearing studded leather. And it has a yellow band wrapped around its left arm.
Another one. That adventuring troop.
Its hands are wrapped around its own around itself.
Yeah, sorry about that. Gotta be prepared. I'll go ahead and cork the nozzles.
All right. So there's a handful of them. If you wanted to use an item of clothing and mark it off your inventory, you could figure that out. Make that work.
I figured they were just like, because I also have the thieves' tools. I figured like cork stoppers would be part of the toolkit.
Makes sense. So you can apply something to clog the holes. We'll cover that there in a moment. But as you start stuffing it, the gas is billowing out, and you are exposed to it upon stuffing it. And I'll say that you finish stoppering them, but you have one more exposure to save for in doing so.
I continue wearing my proof of periaptive proof against poison and remain immune.
Immune. And the poison stops, or the gas stops after being clogged there.
Cool.
And as the gas flows away, you get a clear sight of the figure, and you see that there is a unique property of the sword and hilt at side. So it has a rather ornately carved dragon-shaped hilt. And of course, there's his dropped dungeoneering pack, Dungeoneer's pack next to him.
Go through it. Hey, Roken, you want to help me out here?
Investigate.
Yeah, check it out and see. I don't know, maybe you found a key or something, something we need for the next bit.
21.
So 21, I'll go ahead and put you in the room there. As you dig through it, looking over both the corpse and the packs, you come up with a number of gemstones in the pack. And
Neat.
what you assume to be a magical sword.
Magical sword. That's pretty neat. I already have a magical sword, though. Anyone need a magical sword?
Me, Lucanu.
There you go.
I already gave Nikanu my +1 scimitar.
Oh, well, there's that.
Tim, you need a magic sword.
The voice in the background. But I can't get to you right now. Plus, I have this magic staff. And you do have access into the third cog, which there was some eyes on earlier, but
Yeah, I poked my head in and decided not to screw around in there. That was all.
Do I need to do an identify spell on either the sword or anything else to get more specifics?
I mean, it would give you more specifics if you'd like, or you could just
I
hang
mean-
out with me and rest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, is it urgent right now? I mean, we can't attune to it anyway.
You could
I
probably
don't.
wait.
I don't think it's urgent. If we find something, if we find something that else in the dungeon that references to it, maybe we'll double.
Of course. So, in this new position, this third cog is visible, and it seems that this cog in this new rotated has its doors here and here. And while you're in this position, you get a good look inside. Typically, Roken leads the way here, so.
Wait, what? Are those doors in the right place? Did it not turn to, it would be two counterclockwise, right?
Oh, maybe I counted incorrectly. Yeah. Pardon me. So I will let Roken go ahead and start off this next room here, but is that our reliable
So-
investigate?
Yeah, I got a 21. So what room were we investigating? This north one, right? Oh, this one. Okay. That was my second guess.
Yeah, you had just picked the loot off the body there.
Yeah.
All right, so approaching this third cog here, the eastern cog, you find that this room similarly is lined with riveted sheets of iron, and we have the slime on the bottom, or the acid pock marks there. And additionally, you see that there's 5 teak wardrobes standing against those walls, and each of those with a door carved into an image or scene. There are the mentioned exits here, right? We marked them off with colors, right, as
Yeah.
it's lined up. And on the doorway, above the doorway there, there's a metal plate above the portcullis, and there's a row of 5 red crystals shaped like drops of blood. Correspond, it seems, to 5 wardrobes, five crystals there. And as you take a look around, each of these has their own unique carvings on them. And we will get into those details next week. So hopefully you liked what you saw tonight, and go ahead and hit like below and hit subscribe to see some more, and hit up our Patreon to help us do it better next time. And until then, have a good game. Bye, everyone.